Hello everyone. I hope everyone is back. I was just going through all your organization charts.
So I have received, I think, probably from everyone. Yeah. So um, just few suggestions like I think Socorro, you have created one in Excel. You don't have to create a box in Excel. You can directly in Excel sheet there is an option where you can put smart art. In the smart art there are organization chart options. Just choose that option and you can put it there. Okay, so you don't have to create let me check one more. Yeah, same goes with the Shafi also. You can simply, Shafi, you can click the smart art in Excel sheet and you can create it. Then you don't have to do it separately for others. So like linking and all becomes very easy. And also if you can link it with one, start with CEO, the top position, then you have divided into 3 departments, which is fine. But again, you have to link it with the CEO. Okay. Rest all are fine. Let me check one more. Operations manager, yes. HR, okay, and sales. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so it's good. So most of you have, yeah, like she's suggesting, just use the smart art. And Adige, she has done beautiful in the smart art also. So just insert it and put it in the Excel sheet. You don't have to create boxes each time when you create an organization chart. Okay. All right. So I hope my voice is clear with this new instrument. It just came. I was waiting for it today. So the voice is improved or it's the same? Better. Okay, fine.
Much better. Thank you, Akshay. There is one activity in your book also. I'm sure you have received one workbook with your slides and with your, I think, HCHRM book. There is a workbook also. In that workbook, there is a case study of Coca-Cola. So I suggest that you also go through that case study. And there you can see how Coca-Cola, they have divided their organization into regions, first into continents and then into different countries, and then countries into, let me give an example what I am saying. So like I said, Coca-Cola is a regional structure. So what they do, because their business is such, so what they will do is they will have a, let's say this is their
US corporate office, then these are various regional offices. Okay, so if this is the corporate office, let's say this is USA, this is Middle Eastern Africa or MENA region, we also call it. Now, this will be divided further into categories, regions like UAE, Saudi Arabia, and others, let's say East Africa or others. Now they will divide UAE also again into further regions like Sharjah or let's say Northern Emirates, Abu Dhabi, Alain, let's say Dubai. Dubai they divide into east, west, north, south. So what is happening in this company? The entire organization is divided into regions, and the regions are further subdivided into smaller regions. How it helps Coca-Cola? They actually are able to manage their business at a very lower price. Their only cost is the biggest cost of Coca-Cola is commissions for their distribution network. So what they need to do is they just need to feed their distribution network. This is their key job. If the distribution network is getting, if they are satisfied, if they are getting enough money, their product will keep on selling. Okay. So it's a case study. I think you all should go through your book. All right. So now we are going to extend a bit about job descriptions. In CHRP, we talked about job information sheet, then the job content, context, job requirements. Then we understood the difference between job description and job specification. Now here we want to build on that knowledge a bit more. And we will look at the job descriptions of or job advertisement specifically. We will look at the job advertisement from various perspectives. First, let's look from the copywriter's perspective. Imagine you are a copywriter. How a copywriter would look at job advertisement, because at the end, when you are writing a job advertisement, every word is cost. So what you need to do, with less words, you have to say a lot, right? That's the goal of a copywriter. So what are the things which a copywriter would keep in mind when they are posting jobs or when they are advertising jobs? One is think about benefit first. So first thing is, in copywriting, they always say that first few lines are the most important. So you can grab attention of your job seeker or applicant by the first few lines. What you should talk about? Most of the jobs are not very exciting. So what you are going to talk about? So this says that think about the benefit. There are some examples, I think. How would you enjoy writing software that would be used by millions? So you can see it's multi-layered benefit. Not only it's about the importance and impact of the job, it's also about the interest area of the person and creating an impact on the world. So how would you enjoy writing software? How would you enjoy working 20 hours a week on this area? So these are some examples which can really help the employee to understand what kind of experience is expected in the company. You can talk about the benefits, most of our employees enjoy working with us, for example, statement like this. Think about what is the benefit, what's in it for the job applicant, what's in it for him. Second is team. You can mention which team he is joining. So people want to join groups of people, not just your entire organization. You can also mention the day in life, which is rarely seen, but yes, some good job descriptions will also give what kind of day you will have in this office. So you'll be having a lot of meetings, presentations, blah blah blah. Also, you can smartly alienate the known prospect. For example, saying if this job posting, yeah, so you can say that 20 hours a week of spreadsheet work. You can include that in the job description. So this job requires 20 hours of Excel sheet work, for example. This job requires a lot of public speaking. This job requires 10 days out of town. So things like that, which what will happen? The known prospect will be alienated, and people who can do that will only apply. Okay, let's see some more interesting ways. Try the Maslow's way. So here, how you can try? We will simply put the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The Maslow's hierarchy of need, we can put it in this format, where the ground level, we will think they are the freshers, or we will take them as junior level positions. So entry level or junior level positions, they are mostly having basic needs, like they really worry about the salary. What is the salary? How much I'm going to earn? What is the office location? Health and wellness programs, right? Like it can be a huge perk for them, or we have a gym. Now, a family person who just want to rush after office, rush back to home, gym is not a perk, right? He want to attend his children. But a person who is unmarried and have to kill time after office, then gym is a great perk. Office location, employee reviews, compensation, all this is important. If let's say they are having long hours of work, does it matter? No. Most of the times it doesn't matter for a fresher. Now, social needs. Usually middle management positions, they have social needs. For example, work-life balance, mission and values, culture of the company, whom you are going to report, team department, etc. So these can become your key takeaways during job advertisement. When you are creating the job advertisement, you can keep these things in mind, right? Internal mobility can also be, what is internal mobility? Ability to find different positions within the same company. So that can be a really good reward for senior level person, because now you don't want to change jobs, you don't want to hop jobs. So you want to work with a company where you can retire, or we can work for long years, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year. So what you should be selling to these people at senior level? Talk about the corporate social responsibility, how your contribution is going to make an impact to the world, employee success, personal development of the people, internal mobility, etc. These are some of the areas which can be helpful. Right? So it can be interesting to see when you use Maslow's way in your job descriptions and job advertisements. Try to use softer language in your requirements. So again, it is rare. Rarely you will find somebody using a softer language, such as familiarity with, bonus points for, working knowledge of, comfortable with, and if you have combination of these are various examples of using a softer language. Another interesting study by Dr. Andrew Newberg, who is a neuroscientist, he says that choose your words carefully. When you are writing an advertisement for your company, you are writing a job descriptions, you are writing an article, choose your words carefully, because one good word can change overall mindset of a person. Now, recently I saw this. I was reading an article, and this article was written in a daily, big newspaper, very old newspaper, and I was reading it, and I was getting depressed by it. So what happened? I think I read only up to half, and then I said, no, I cannot take it further. Why? Because the person who has written it, he might be having some problem due to COVID. He might be depressed or something like that. The reporter. So it's all about, the words he's putting into that column. He's talking about a general condition, but the choice of word is so negative that everything what he's writing appears to be negative. And although he's talking about future, he's talking about the next generation, but tone is negative. His tone is negative. So he's right when psychologists say that words can change the way you perceive things. Now, this is true. So try to put some positive words in your job descriptions. In fact, everywhere, in your emailers, in your WhatsApp chats, especially in your job descriptions, because they are like a marketing tool, right? You are marketing your company to the job seeker so that he can apply and join your company. So it's a marketing tool that you have. So choose your words very carefully. So tell me, how many of you have written words like love, growing? So we are hiring people who have love for food or love for this. Yeah, Shalini is saying yes, I have done. Words like growing, focused, transform, empower, meaningful. So like some of these words I choose it regularly in my communication, like meaningful. I always talk about whatever we do, it should be meaningful. We shouldn't be wasting each other's time in every, like for example, if I'm having a meeting in the company, there should be some meaningful discussion, isn't it? It should be around some meaningful topic. We should add some value. I'm not saying meaningful means money should come from it. No, it means it should take it to the next level, right? Either we should improve something, or we should make each other happy. That is also being meaningful, right? If I tell you a joke and you become happy, now in your life there was a smile for one moment, that is meaningful for me, isn't it? So meaningful doesn't mean that it should bring some money. No, meaningful means we should add value to other people's life. We should make other person's life better, at least bring a smile on their face. So try to put words like these: energy, relationships, etc. So more human your company looks to the applicant, you will see more branding you will have for your organization. It will be a positive employer branding. Yes, right. Okay, so now let's see. Nowadays, there are some video job descriptions also. I don't know how many of you have created. It takes a lot of effort. Video creation of video is a headache. Yeah. So yeah, but it's worth it or not. Let's see. Let's watch one or two video JDs and see if it is worth it or not. Then give me your suggestions. Is my screen visible to you? No.
No.
Okay, 1 second. I hope it is visible now. Yeah?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to start the.
Hi, I am Ritu Taneja and I take care of the nutrition R&D in India. I have been with GSK for last 12 years. And what I've seen in these 12 years is the category evolutions, the changing marketplace, and also the changing consumer behaviors. What I truly admire about GSK is the values of the organization. That is consumer first, transparency, respect, and integrity. These values help us in decision making and driving the culture at GSK. The other thing which I really admire is the focus of organization on people development and capability building. So we are building an organization which is futuristic, which is modern and which is diverse. India R&D Center is the second largest R&D center for GSK consumer healthcare globally, and we invest heavily behind our scientific program. We are hiring for a senior scientist in our innovation function. Some of the key responsibilities which we see for this role is really driving the scientific agenda and collaborate externally to build our innovation pipeline. Really passionate about the upcoming science and the healthcare trends. Somebody who is a really good team player, collaborate and has the matrix leadership. What this role offers you is a great career and a learning opportunity. GSK provides you the platform to explore, learn, and diversify your experiences, which will help the organization to build the pipeline as well as a winning career for you. Come, be part of the team and improve the lives of millions of people every day.
Okay. So it's a video of around 1 minute 52 seconds. How much time it may take for us to make such a video?
I think couple of days maybe.
Yeah.
To shoot and to compile all together in one video, it takes a lot of time.
Absolutely. So it may take even 7 days to 10 days also, because in what happens in such projects like shooting a small video, you want to give the best quality, you want to protect your brand value, right? So in that case, you don't want to compromise and you end up spending a lot of time. So yeah, it is time taking. If you cannot shoot a video like that, what you can do probably is you can convert your company profile into a video. So instead of shooting a video, you can simply play your company PPT or presentation with some voiceover and some music in it. That can help you to get similar result, if not better. Yeah, and yes, Daria, I 100% agree with you. It is so much powerful than just a job posting. And especially it makes sense for a senior position. Yes, true. Yeah.
Yeah, it depicts a true picture of the office environment and the culture, basically.
Yeah,
so
it makes
has
a
more
huge
impact. Yeah.
Absolutely, it makes a huge difference on the mindset of the person. So person who are imaginative like me, when they see such a video, they may start immediately imagining, okay, I will go to this office one day, I will work with them.
This is true. This happens actually. So when I saw the Horlicks posters, I said I should be passed by from one day from this corridor. So yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, there are people who are imaginative. No, they instantly they start imagining.
That's what I said. When I have seen the lot of Horlicks posters around the office, I thought maybe one day I will also pass by. So yeah, I mean,
True.
yeah, it's impactful actually. It's impactful.
Yeah. So see, at the end, the goal is to connect people to your employer brand, and you are successful in that when you create a video. It takes some effort, but I think you should not be creating a video JD for all your positions. But probably what you can do, you can create for
For the senior level role like MD
senior
and
level positions or positions which are
VPs.
often you hire for. For example, there are, like we discussed, no, cabin crew staff. So you know, in aviation, all the time you are
Yes.
going to hire. So targeting the cabin crew, you can create one video. Targeting another video you can create for ground staff.
Ground staff.
So this is how you can be smart with spending less time, less money, and still get employer branding from your job seekers. Also, your customer will also be impacted by such an initiative. They also feel good that our company is really serious about the talent that they hire. Have you heard this name, Yelp? It's a very famous company. All right. I think there is one more which I wanted to share with you. Something is stopping it. Let me check. So there is something interesting in this video, JD, which we will talk about later, but let me first share with you. This is a company called Yelp. You know Yelp?
Selling in Europe today is a lot like selling in the States 6 or 7 years ago. Yelp is relatively smaller, a little bit less known, and so the challenges are very similar. In the States today, you're very much communicating about a product that most people are well aware of, they're cognizant of it already, so it's a very different conversation. Whereas here, we're bringing news to people about a new site, a new app that they may not have heard of in the past.
Some business owners know loads about Yelp, are really enthusiastic about talking to me, can't wait to hear about what I can do for them. And then there's other business owners that just haven't really heard about it yet.
You have to be really focused because you have to call a lot of people, like 80, 100 calls during the day.
A very serious work ethic is critical. You've got to be the type that's willing to, just the type of person that gets up and likes to work and enjoys working. But of course, being clever, being adaptable, being able to speak to lots of different types of people and feel comfortable around them and get them to feel comfortable with you is really important.
You need to know the product inside and out. You need to get the business owners into the business owner's account. That's uber important because all you're doing otherwise is just talking at them. They haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
It is a challenge, but the challenge makes you relish the experience all the more and relish those few wins that you have. And that's what keeps me here, and that's what I really enjoy.
You always know where the next step is to go up, so you're constantly evolving and you go up and up and up, so it's very transparent.
You can grow here, not only as an employee, as a person. It's really cool.
So a lot of the managers and the director, they've all started as sales reps and they sold into different places, whether it's in the States or elsewhere. And so as a result, they know exactly what to say, how to coach you. They're very sensitive to the impact they have on each of us as individuals.
Got a nice culture and history of promoting folks from the floor.
I started with 7 people and they were from 7 different countries. I think that's just fantastic. That's the sort of experience that I wanted to have in my first job.
The culture here is really strong. I think everybody is very respectful of one another. Everybody has a bit of love. You know, we have a lot of strong affection. We do a lot together.
The Yelp London culture is very fun. I would say almost family orientated. There's work. I'm into work every day because of the atmosphere, the people that I work with.
It's a lot of fun to be on the floor where people are speaking lots of different languages. The Spanish tend to be very loud, the French very quiet. Everyone is cool and sort of one big family.
There's a huge amount of opportunities in London. You know, it's the most cosmopolitan city in the world. I think when you're looking for a brand new career, you've got to look at the long term, not just at the short term. And when you're looking long term, I think Yelp is by far, you know, the #1 company globally, never mind just London.
All right. So there was something unique in this video. I don't know if you noticed that. Anyone wants to share what is your take on Yelp after watching this?
There's something which I've noticed that when they made a sale or made a new account, I think they bang the bell.
Yeah, okay.
That is one wherein you can say that you made a sales. That is a confirmed sales. Everyone is very cheerful and I think very open culture they have.
Yeah. Yes.
They also said that some managers are all like sales rep and they have a.
Yeah. Yes. And like Eddie is saying, it will appeal to a certain type of people only. Okay. So I agree with you on that, Eddie. Youth-centered approach, encourage people to join their company in long-term perspective. Very good. Yes, that's a takeaway. Yes. What else? Very good. Yes. Neetu, she has pointed out something which we all should notice. They did not say that it is an easy job, it's an easy company.
They say it's a tough and competition is there.
So everyone said that, like, for example, that lady, she's not very happy when she's saying, you know, you have to make 80-100 calls every day. It's quite challenging, right? Then you have 7 people from 7 different countries.
Yeah, it's a competition there, so it's tough.
Yeah, so they did not say that it's an easy job. They tell you that what is expected out of you when you join this position. We are expecting you should make 80-100 calls every day.
Because it's give a real picture of the job requirement basically.
Exactly. Plus, it's a challenging job. It's not an easy job, and they're saying that yes, you have to work hard so that you can make a career out of Yelp, right? Like in the end, the person is saying that you want to stay in London, then you have to work hard, obviously, and start with Yelp. It's a long-term perspective. Culture, they say that it is good, but what I suggest is, what I think is that it's nobody has the time to look at culture, anything else. Everyone is busy in their job. So it's more about, focus on work rather than nonsense, right? So yeah, it like Adigeshi said, it will attract some people. It may attract hardworking people who understand that in this job, this is what is expected out of you. You have to work hard. You have to make 80, 100 calls every day. You have to make sales because it's a sales organization. Yeah, and there is no nonsense kind of culture. So you will be rewarded, you will be promoted if you achieve your targets. If you don't achieve your target, then obviously they will not share what will happen then. Yeah. Yeah. So it right, Akshaya, and it's there are two types of messages that you can give in your job description, or when you are attracting candidates, even when you are interviewing candidates. One is idealistic message. Idealistic message means when you say everything is great in this company, and once you join this company, all your life's worries will be over. It's one-stop solution for all your life's problems and needs. Just join this company. That's an idealistic message. Everything is great, seniors are great, culture is great, and I know some companies they talk about it, which is obviously not true. Now imagine you received an idealistic message and you joined a company, and then you realize that what they said during the interview or during the job description or during the advertisement, what they said is not there on the flow. What will happen? Immediately the employer branding will go down and the candidate will have a negative feedback from the beginning. So first impression is the last impression. We all know that. So your candidate will start with a negative impression about the company. And when they start with negative impression, they will always look out for another opportunity.
Yeah.
Usually when you are joining a company, you are getting interviewed by some other people also, right? You are in process of 2-3 interviews, and then you joined one company, other people are also contacting you, or you are going for interview, second round, third round, like this. So let's say your first impression was, okay, what they promised is not there, so let's go to some other organization. It's always better to talk about less benefits and then give more, and it is not advisable to first promise more and give less. So a company like Yelp, what I like about them is how openly they are sharing the realistic view of the company, the realistic view of the job also. So what will happen? Non-serious people like me, I will not join Yelp. Okay. Because I don't have that kind of attitude which will fit there in that company. Right. So it's a way to alienate prospects like me, or prospects like maybe someone of you in this group also. You may not join and you may not be willing to work in such an environment. Whereas some of you may be really excited to work in such an environment, which is if you work hard, it is promising for yourself, because Yelp is a great company and it has a good future. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you by these job descriptions, that it is not just a random video that we create. You need to think about what message you want to give to your people, and you always have choices. Like I said, you can give idealistic message, you can give realistic message, you can share, you can alienate the known prospects, talk about the benefits, obviously, talk about perks, but you can also talk about the hardships or challenges that people are going to face when they are on work. So if they watch this video, applied, and they joined your company, they will never say that, oh, why you are asking me to make 100 calls. Isn't it? Because the message.
Yeah, it's there already, the message.
Yeah. Someone wants to share something. Yeah, you're speaking. Sorry.
I have my friend who joined one company with full energy and all. After joining for first week, she told me, next year, this time I will resign.
within first week, huh? Okay.
Yeah, because
completed 1 week, she told, next I will just complete 1 year and I will leave the organization. And she did the same thing also. She left after completing 1 year and 1 month.
Yes. So obviously she was maybe she was afraid of getting banned or something like that. So okay, let's complete 1 year here and then. Yeah, true.
Yeah, there was another incident actually. There was a manager in one of my companies, and he always promised that you will get the promotion after spending this much of month. There is a career growth and this and that. So one time I listened this, like I thought maybe he's just simply, I mean, when I joined the company, he asked me to have a session with him, and I said, okay, fine. One candidate I have seen, second candidate, he said same thing, third candidate. Then I stopped him. I said, come on, what you are saying to everyone you are saying. For example, if you're hiring 5 positions and all 5 in 6 months or 7 months you're going to promote or move into the other department, then think about how you're going to function. So then he realized that he's doing some mistake, maybe intentionally, not intentionally, because it is in the policy that and in the practice in the past happening in the company that people are moving from basically from this department to the other department because they have spent a lot of time and understand the product and the services, so they can easily be accommodated to the different department. And that's it. All creamy layer, if you're going to move to the other department, think about how you're going to manage it. Your job is only to train and to move the people there. So he said, no, I didn't realize this. I said, no, that's a wrong approach actually. You cannot say these things during the interview time just to attract them or to ensure that they should join us. That's inappropriate actually.
So we should be very, very careful what we share at the time of interview and before the person joins the company. Very, very careful. Like I said, you can promise less and give more. The people will be happy. But if you promise more and give less, then immediately they will plan, like Neetu gave example, that next year at this date, I will be in some other company. So yeah, that happens. And like this is the more subtle, objective of writing your job descriptions properly and your job advertisements properly, so that you can set expectations of the people also right from the beginning. All right. So in this chapter, there are some slides in your CHRM book, which we have already covered in CHRP, which talks about job design, job description, job specification, right? Which we have already discussed in detail. So I don't think we need to discuss again all these job design related slides. We have already covered it. That's it for today. In the next chapter, I want something from you. I want to send you one case study. So I have received your emails, and rest of you that you have messaged me. Let me see if I can message all of you. Otherwise, so either I will mail individually to all of you, or I will simply ask a lady to share the case study with you. So I will share a case study for a manpower planning. Let me just share it with you so that you're aware what kind of. So it's a case study of a hotel. I will share this with you. You just need to go through the case study, and there are some questions in the case study. You need to answer these questions. I have highlighted some of the areas which, according to me, are very relevant, and you must focus there. And then you need to answer these questions. So it is regarding the manpower planning of a hotel. Okay, so it is linked with your next module, next class. I will share it with all of you. So before you come next week, you can go through this case study. You should prepare your answers, and then we can start our discussion from this case study. Okay? Okay, all right, everyone. So that's it for today. Enjoy your week. If your weekend is pending, Saturday is your holiday, then enjoy your weekend also. And then see you next week. Take care, all of you. Stay safe. Take care of yourself and your families. Thank you. Thank you,
so
everyone.
much, sir. Thanks a lot,
Happy
sir.
Saturday. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.